I'm having fun with my new Garmin. Not really. Trying to do the initial sync. This Garmin came with the boat. I get the error message that says this unit is registered to someone else. Fair enough. I call Garmin customer support, doesn't take long. They do some whip bang boom and I get some emails. Welcome to Garmin. By the way, this is the same unit that I had issues with before. I've recently upgraded my phone. This is a Pixel 7. Up from my Samsung S10. Apparently, the Samsung had an issue with this. This one does not. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. So, while I'm sitting here waiting for this to do the initial sync, the software updates say transfer pending, and all the edits from the Active Captain community are preparing to transfer, but neither one of them is doing anything, and it's just sitting here. So rather than me just sitting here freezing my butt off, standing on a boat, doing nothing, I've got something to do.
That is my livewell light. It does not look the best.
This is my replacement. It's a Lumitec, which from the reviews is a really good lighting company. And it's 20 bucks. So I've got the best of both worlds. Cheap and good, supposedly. Apparently, when the livewell has water in it, the bilge has more water in it. I don't know. Maybe it's the light. Maybe it's something else. Let's go work on it while we wait on Garmin to figure out how to do stuff. Yep, still preparing to transfer and transfer pending. It's been like 30 minutes.
That is the old light. There's the wires right there. Everything is pretty well organized down here. I mean, this is the bilge, and normally the bilge is the nastiest part. And this is very, very well ordered. There's all kinds of caulk and junk around it. So I'm going to work on getting that off and then getting all that disconnected. So those are butt connectors, so I'll lose a little bit of wire, but no big deal, there's plenty. There's been a development. That is apparently the bulb, if you want to call it that, the LED that's inside of that. I cut the wires. So I can't get a tool on it because of all this stuff. I'm trying to get this pulled, but literally this whole thing just spins. So it's sealed up very well between the nut and the shaft, not so well between the actual box and the sealer, because that was just loose. Anyway, so I'll continue working this, but yeah, it was about that loose. So I'm thinking that's where the leak was, because the previous owner said that he noticed whenever he pulled the boat out, if he had the live well full, there was more water in the bilge. He didn't know if it was coming over the top and coming in somewhere, but that's all sealed. So there. And there are the only two holes. I'm betting it's not that. Just because that's what the manufacturer did. So if it would have been that, it would have been doing it for a long time. Hence why my bet is here. It is now out. This was the nut. So there is actually a nut in there. You can kind of see it right there. Except, where is it? See the nut there? It's broken. Potentially somebody over tightened it and broke the nut and then put lots of sealer. I don't know. Anyway, it's done. And my Active Captain app has decided it's going to begin working. That's awesome. So it's transferring Active Captain community, my Quick Draw community, and software update is pending. We're making progress. Let's get back to the light. Houston, we have a problem. This light is too small for the hole. Dadgummit. I guess I'll measure the size of this and try to find something that'll fit.
Would I expect any different? No, not really. I thought it would be really nice if it just went in that easy. Oh well. While I wait on that livewell light, I've got to do a little work on the truck. This is my fuel pressure relief valve. I think that's what it's called. Some people put a fuel plug in. I don't like the idea of a fuel plug because the pressure relief valve is there for a reason. So I'm going back with the pressure relief. After 267,000 miles, apparently the old one has just got weak. Now, if I pull with a little bit more throttle, I feel a pulsing, and I actually got a code the other day. My fuel pressure rail is slow. My fuel rail pressure is too low. So I think the pulsing and the fuel rail pressure being too low mean the same thing. That pop-off valve is popping off when it shouldn't be popping off. So I'm going to swap it. And I got a boost tube that I'm going to throw on that side. I've already replaced the other because I had boost leaks big time. So I'm going to throw that one on because I had to pull the intake off and I knew I'd be pulling it off for something at some point. So do it all at once. I've got my tools assembled. So for the banks, it looks like it's a 6 millimeter, number 6, whatever. And then a 10 millimeter for the dipstick. I'll start ripping this thing off. Never mind on all of that. Let me show you why. When I had this installed, I don't know what happened with the installation tool, the long hex that actually came with it. This is a Harbor Freight. Not long enough. So it is not long enough. I mean, it lacks a couple inches really. It's maybe one. I don't know. It doesn't look that much too short. I just did an exercise in futility. It's kind of how this week is going. Dang. All right, well, now I get to put it all back and order a longer one of these. And it is now all back together like I didn't do anything. Next time I'll do a little more research to make sure I have everything, but I was pretty sure I did. It looked like it was pretty easy. Oh well. Bye, Jack. Jack's headed to work. Anyway, it's almost Christmas. The day has warmed up. I plan on taking that boat out before we leave to go see family, which is why I wanted to get this done so I didn't feel guilty while I was sitting on the boat. But, so I'll be sitting on a boat fishing, not feeling guilty because I can't do it. It's a win-win. Not really. Y'all have a Merry Christmas. Love your families. Stay close. Enjoy family time. And just take some time. Shut everything off. Just spend time with the family. Just ignore your phones, ignore your emails, ignore all that, and spend good family time. You don't get this very often. My kids are growing up like crazy, just like everybody else's. Jack's 16. I got Cam in there. He's 12. I don't have many more years with them. So enjoy the time you've got with them. Love your babies. Have a Merry Christmas.